Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Mika. So I'm super excited for today's video because today I have so many amazing black books, and by black books I mean books that have a black main character, because one of the books in this list is actually written by a white person. So just thought I'd put that out there. And before we get into it, I kind of just want to say I hope you all have been signing petitions and speaking up for what's right. If you haven't already seen my previous video on everything that's going on right now, I would highly recommend going and watching that. I'll link it down below, and I will also put it up on the screen so you guys can click on it after this video is done. I'll also leave some links to sign petitions down below and to donate if you guys want to. So, well, actually I really recommend you do. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about these books. The first book was sent to me by Chloe from Books with Chloe. She actually sent this to me for my birthday a few months ago, which I got so many books for my birthday from friends in this community and like my family, and books that I bought myself. So I need to do a book haul ASAP, but don't know when that's gonna happen. I feel like I shouldn't even title it a birthday book haul anymore because it's been so long. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to Chloe. I love you so much, and I can't wait to read this. And the book is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett. This is actually an ARC. She sent me an ARC of it, which I really appreciate. And this basically just says Simone Garcia Hampton is HIV positive. And then when you open it, it says, and positive HIV won't define her. Which really intrigues me, and that alone is something that I'm like, you know what, I need to pick this up very soon, because I heard that this is a very sex positive book, and I absolutely love when YA books are sex positive. I'm really excited to finally get to this. I feel like the next book won't come as a shock to many, but it's a very popular YA book that Simon Teen sent to me a few months ago. I think I talked about it in my last book haul, and that is Slay by Brittany Morris. So Slay is basically about a girl who is a game developer, and she develops this game Slay. It ends up reaching public media, and it becomes very frowned upon, and it is basically labeled as an anti-discriminatory towards white people type of game. Like, literally let that sink in. Let that sink in. So basically, Good Sis is put in a position where she has to protect this game as well as protecting her identity, because no one in her family, no one in her life knows that she's this game developer for this game. So yeah, I think it sounds very interesting, and I cannot wait to finally get to this. So the next book I have on this list is one that I'm probably gonna get a ebook of, and if I like it, I will buy the physical copy as well, and that is The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. Now, I literally loved The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, and I just feel like the premise behind The Wedding Party is something that really intrigues me. Basically, the two main characters share a best friend who I believe is getting married, and those two main characters literally hate each other. So it's a hate to love, and we all know how we feel about hate to love on this channel. I've heard a lot of mixed things about it. I've had some friends tell me that they absolutely loved it, and I've had others tell me that they didn't love it as much. Apparently a lot of the love scenes are fade to black, and that's why one of my friends told me she didn't really love it that much. So I'm gonna be a judge of this myself and finally pick it up. I definitely need to pick up more Jasmine Guillory books, so I'm ready for this. So the next book actually hasn't come out yet, but it's called When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. So this book is basically about a girl who lives in Brooklyn, and her neighborhood is basically being gentrified. So she ends up meeting a new neighbor, and they soon find out that there might be a more sinister reason as to why all of her previous neighbors disappeared, which is very intriguing. It's a thriller, and I honestly don't read thrillers that much. The one thriller, actually I think I've read about like 2 thrillers, and I've enjoyed them immensely, so I can just imagine that this is gonna be incredible. The next book is something I'm honestly so excited about. I'm probably gonna read it after the book that I'm reading right now, which I'll get to that in a second, and that is The Raven and the Dove by Caitlin Davis. Let's be honest, I have no idea what this book is about. I saw a dark-skinned black girl on the cover, the word dragon and the word raven prince in the synopsis, and I clicked check out immediately. So here we are. I'm really excited to read this. I know it's obviously a fantasy. I just feel like this is gonna be everything that I needed in my life. I've really been missing reading YA fantasy. I've been reading mostly new adult and like adult contemporary, so I feel like this is gonna be a good book to get me back into the the fantasy YA fantasy world. If you follow me on Twitter, that'll be a good place if you guys want to hear my thoughts on this, because I'm mostly active on Twitter, so I will leave the links down to all my social media in the description box below. The next book on this list is The Bells by Danielle Clayton, and I am obsessed, and I mean obsessed with this cover. Like, this is literally so pretty to me. So I've owned the arc to the second book, I believe, in this series for the longest time. I want to say I got the arc to the second book when I first joined BookTube, and it was sent to me by someone else who was just passing it on, and I didn't know it was the second book to this. I finally got the first book recently, and I'm just really excited to read it. I know it's about a bunch of black girls just kicking ass, and I feel I need that energy. I feel like we all need that energy right now. The next book on my list is Dear Haiti, Love Elaine by Micah Moulit and her sister Maritza Moulit. So I'm Haitian American, so I feel like this book really speaks to my soul. I actually already started reading it not too long ago. You can see the tabs. It's literally like the first 5 pages and I already have tabs. I just felt so connected to just the first few pages because I saw so many things that like I grew up hearing. So a lot of Haitian phrases and Creole phrases, like it made me feel so happy being able to like feel represented in a book, because definitely there are not that many Haitian American YA books out there. And what's even crazier is that the authors of this book are from Miami, and if you guys don't know, I'm from Miami. So I just feel like this book was meant for me and all the other Haitian American girls that live in Miami who like reading. So I'm really excited to finally finish this. I just think I'm gonna feel really connected to the story. I didn't even explain what this is about. This is basically about this girl who, I'm pretty sure after a prank goes wrong, she gets sent back to Haiti to like be taught a lesson, which is actually something that's very common in my culture. Like, people will literally get sent back home and they'll be like, you gotta go live with your family over there because you fucked up. I really can't wait to get to this. I feel like I said that 8,000 times, but it's true. So next on this list is actually something that I've already read, but I do want to do a reread of it soon, and that is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. This is a series, and I'm not sure if like it relates to all of the other books, but I feel like it has to. I feel like at least some characters kind of have to relate, and because I want to read The Wedding Party, I definitely want to read The Wedding Date to see if I see any similarities between the books. I do know they can all be read as standalone, so if you want to read a Jasmine Guillory book and one of the plots sound way more interesting than the other, then definitely go for it. I'm just weird and I like seeing similarities occasionally in books, and I feel like when books can be read as standalones, I love seeing like another character from another book pop up in it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this the first time I read it. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. If not, it was like 4.5. I definitely want to reread it ASAP. And last but not least, I want to talk about the book that I'm actually currently reading. So I'm currently reading Conspiracy in the Capitol, and that is by B. Ivy Woods. This actually came out a few days ago, and my Anna recommended it to me. She said that she feels like it was something that I was really gonna like, so she wanted me to read it first and tell her if it was good. So here I am reading it first. Literally all the ratings for this book were 5 stars. Like, I went and I saw that most of them were 5 stars and there was a few 4 stars, and I was like, okay, I have to read this ASAP, because the fact that this book just came out and so many of the ratings are just like, this book was incredible, like highly recommend reading it. I was like, okay, I feel like I'm gonna like this. It's a second chance romance, which I don't tend to go for. I don't like second chance romances that much. I just really don't. But it also has a slight thriller twist to it, which very much intrigued me. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try, and so far I'm loving it. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you stayed and watched the entire thing, I want you guys to comment a rainbow emoji down below if you're a real one. I'll wait. And also let me know if you guys have read any of the books on this list, or if you want to buddy read any of the books on this list. I love buddy reading, so let me know. I hope you all have an amazing day. Mwah.
East and the west, I'm racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long. She putting me to the test. Got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest.